Hi, how are you? My name is Lorena Valencia, and I wanted to take a couple of minutes and share with you my story of why I started working with Dan and with Dan Henry. So to tell you a little bit about me, about 3 years ago, I used to work for a law firm. I had a very good stable job. I had a good salary. I had benefits. I had good bosses. To maintain my job, I would actually have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning, drop off my kids at the daycare, be 1 hour in traffic, go to work, come out of work, be another hour in traffic, pick up my kids from the daycare, go to my mom's house because she would help me make dinner, to make time because there will be another 45 minutes to make it to my apartment. So we would have dinner in my mom's house, go back home, give my kids a shower, then put them to sleep, and then wake up to do the exact same thing. So this went on for several years. I was actually at the moment 29 weeks pregnant around this time. And then I was 29 weeks pregnant and I had 2 boys. And then something really bad happened to me in my life. I was actually diagnosed with breast cancer. And I want to take just a couple of minutes to share this part of my story, because actually through that situation, it led me to where I am today. Because this is the thing, it was stage 3. It was very scary. They told me that it was very aggressive. The diagnosis that I had, or the type of cancer, they said that it could have killed me in 6 months. And I was actually pregnant, so whatever decision I would make, it would actually affect my baby. So it was a very difficult timing in my life. It was a very scary moment in my life. But because of that situation, I started asking myself a lot of questions. And one of the things that I noticed was that, life is short, and I had not spent time with my kids, and I was not living. I was just surviving. I had a job that would, allow me to just go out a couple of times a week for dinner. And it was a system. So because of the situation, and I had to go through surgeries, I had to get better. I had to quit my job. Because I quit my job, I actually had to get my kids out of the daycare because I don't have a job, I don't have a way of paying for the daycare. So I had to go through all this process without daycare. My husband had actually gone into basic training, so I did not have my husband with me at the time because he was in the military and he was away for 6 months, and I have no way of communicating with him. So I had no job, I had no communication with my husband. I had a terrible diagnosis, and it was just really bad. But through all of this situation, I started having questions. I started having questions like, if I would have died, what did I leave with my kids? What memories did my kids have of me? Was it that moment that I was putting them to bed every night? What values what had I done? What was I doing for them in their life? So because of that situation, I went through the process. I went through different surgeries, and I'm a survivor now. It was a big miracle in my life. And like I mentioned to you, I was pregnant. I was 29 weeks pregnant, and he's another miracle as well. But the point is that I wanted to get out of that system, the system of the 9 to 5, the system of not seeing my kids, the system of not investing time with them and giving them values, and teaching them and just being with them and talk to them about life, about values, about principles. So I knew that I didn't want, after I went through my surgeries and, I became a survivor, I knew that I did not want to go back to that. So I had, this incredible faith to start my own business. And I had two ways I wanted to go. I wanted either to do something with bookkeeping or something with marketing. So I decided to go with marketing because I love social media. I saw what social media was doing. And I started, I opened up the corporation, I was all hands in, starting my own social media marketing company. And I just started doing everything. Like I started doing graphics. I started doing websites. I started doing Shopify websites. I started doing blogs for clients, doing email newsletters for clients, designing emails. So I was just doing everything and everything and anything that would make me money. I would grab onto it because it was my business and I needed to work hard in my business. The thing was that unconsciously, I started falling into the same thing that I wanted to avoid, and I wanted to avoid, not having time with my kids. And I started my business the business structure that I had. And the business structure that I had, because I did not have a mentor or because I didn't have someone to guide me, was actually keeping me away from the things that I wanted to do. So I started a business because I wanted to have more time with my family, but the way that I had structured it was not giving me that. So, and this is the thing, in this industry, there are very few mentors. There are very few people that are going to guide you and have that integrity and that passion to teach you and to see you succeed. So when I saw Dan Henry's course, I was like, wow, this is just what I need. This is what I need, because again, I've been 2 years in the business and I consider myself a newbie. Like I'm learning a lot of things and I needed help. So when I started working with me, it was like, this is what I need. This is going to give me structure. This is going to give me a step by step, and it's going to guide me to succeed. If I do exactly what he's telling me to do, it's going to give me results. I do not need to reinvent the wheel. I do not need to try 500 things out there. I do not need to be doing, and this is the thing, I would be because of the structure that I had before working with Dan, I could only have like 6 clients. And for those 6 clients, the amount of time that I would have to take to work for those clients, it would be crazy. I would have to spend a lot of crazy hours because I wanted to do I wanted to provide a good service for them. So I am totally motivated. I am super excited about working with Dan. It gives me structure. It gives me goals. It gives me what I need. It helps me pick, and there's so many benefits of working with him. And I am so thankful that I found them. So again, sorry if I extended myself in sharing all my stories, but again, this has really helped me. It goes with the goals that I have in my life. Working with him, brings that part that it has been a blessing to me, because I can now spend time with my kids. I can concentrate and have a good business structure, a structure that I know that is gonna, lead me to success. So I hope this helps you, and hi, and bye-bye.